Welcome to Community Readiness Assessment Training. This is Segment 1, which will provide an overview of community readiness and how to assess it. My name is Matt Corser. I'm a member of the leadership team of Ohio's Strengthening and Sustaining Ohio Suicide Prevention Coalition's initiative. During this training, we will introduce community readiness as an important construct, and we will provide a brief overview of how to assess community readiness. On the webpage, you will find this video. You will also find a PowerPoint slide deck and the manual for the Triethnic Community Readiness Model. What is community readiness? Community readiness is the degree to which a community is willing and prepared to take action on an issue. And what this means is that a community coalition is going to have support and commitment of community members, and there's going to be human and financial resources. And readiness is important because it's going to support common actions that your coalition will take, whether those are strategies, policies, interventions, or innovations. Community readiness is a process. It's going to vary across issues. It's going to vary over time. It's going to vary across communities. And within your community, it's going to vary across segments of the community or different populations. For this reason, it's really important to remember that community readiness is not static. It is not something you assess once and you're done with forever. It's something that you'll need to circle back to again and again as you can conceptualize work and move forward in your community. What is a community readiness assessment? A CRA is a systematic method for measuring the level of readiness of a community. Many Ohio communities have used the Triethnic Community Readiness Model for conducting their CRAs. And across Ohio, this model has been used in really a wide variety of subject areas, whether it's alcohol, tobacco, other drugs, gambling, hepatitis C, obesity, and transportation. Our goal today is to help you extend this model to suicide prevention. The Triethnic Community Readiness Model is a systematic method, one way of assessing the level of readiness of a community. The CRM measures readiness on 5 dimensions. It includes 9 stages of readiness. It includes strengths and weaknesses. And what's most important is it's going to work within your community culture and the capacities you have within your community. There are some basic steps for conducting a community readiness assessment. First, you need to select or define the community for your community readiness assessment. It might be your county. It might be an area within your county. It might be a smaller population. Next, you're going to identify a problem of practice or issue for your community readiness assessment. For this initiative, our shared problem of practice is readiness to engage in a comprehensive approach to suicide prevention using the CDC strategies. Next, you're going to need to do some planning to conduct your community readiness assessment. And these steps are described in detail in additional segments of this training series. But briefly, you'll need to form a CRA team. You'll need to obtain supplies and video conferencing. You'll need to prepare the interview and the introductory script. And you'll need to identify 5 to 8 key informants from various community sectors. Next, you'll conduct those interviews and record them. You'll transcribe those interviews. You'll score and analyze the data. You'll report the data with help from the leadership team. You'll share the data. And then you will develop a plan to build readiness to engage in a comprehensive approach to address suicide using the CDC strategies. This segment, number 1, has been a very brief overview of the CRA training process, what community readiness is, and how to assess it. Segment 2 is going to focus on why we should measure community readiness. It will tell you, why that investment of time and human resources will be valuable to your coalition and to your community. And in doing so, we will co-create a value proposition that will guide your